Let's see if this starts. All right, it looks like it's starting. Oh damn, that area marked out. Bummer. I knew that short was gonna work out. At the very low. Okay, well, I messed out on all that. See what we got here. All right, let's just be smart here. We're coming to the last hour, so we dip below the point of control, which is here. If we break back above this area here, we can take longs. So and we're seeing some absorption here. So what I can do is here is I can start actually placing some orders. We break above here. Put my stops below here. CVD is climbing, so that's another good thing. And then I'm just gonna try to make it at least 1,000 on here. I'm not trying to go anything crazy. We can go, say below there, yeah. And take profit will be somewhere right around here. We'll aim for this area right here, because we'll most likely go up and test it right here on this line. We'll see if there's absorption happening here. Lots of aggressive selling. CVD is growing, so they try to sell it off. Keeps on growing, so. I see here, yeah, we sold off. There was some absorption, but there wasn't aggressive CVD like we've seen early in the day where it was just aggressively selling off. So we'll see how this pans out here. If this trade works out, I'm willing to risk 400 on this account to that is my tuition I'm willing to pay, I guess I would say. And we're coming to the end of the day where we might see some end of the day move happen. I did lose 1,700 on my other account, the one I did do 45. If you guys saw the morning stream, so I am down on the day, but you know, it's all good. Come back tomorrow, recover, so no problem whatsoever. But we can see here if it breaks this area, if we come up here, we have absorption, and it's technically, look on the daily profile, this is the range right here where we have lots of volume. So this is our last protection zone right below here, so we know. So we'll see how this works out. This could bounce on a day or this could fall. Most likely I wanted to get a short up here, and I was looking at this area. If you right before I opened it up, I had my mom came down, so I had to talk to her, and then yeah. But if we bounce here, cool. But we are seeing the CVD grow, which is good. So we can move our stop loss once we break above this area right here. But I did want to go short up here. This is where I originally wanted to go short because we tapped into the value area low. We had absorption up here. You could have gone short on one of these candles down here, or even the break of this. And that would have been a fantastic short. Easily gotten 1,000 out of there. Plus, yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. We'll see if volume kind of sells aggressively or if it kind of picks up and we get more absorption, and hopefully we move up to the upside. And if we draw a volume profile, so this is an important one, volume profile from here to here, we are technically, that is the, let me just turn off this real quick so I can see point of control. We're technically at the value area low right here. So this is where, if this doesn't aggressively sell, then and to be honest, this fail right here, we'll see if it ends up testing it. If it retests this, then we'll be good. But if not, we'll take the $400 loss. We'll maybe look for one more area for one more trade and reevaluate. And most likely, it looks like it's going to hit my stop loss. We'll see if this aggressive seller is pushed through, but we are seeing finally some aggressive selling happening. And I wanted to take the short up here because it's a classic retest of the value area low. So, yeah, it's going to stop me out here. Ooh. Big aggressive buying here. And there it is. Okay, so sellers are in control now. Aggressive buyers got absorbed. We're down 400 on this count. Let's wait and see. Let's see this real quick. Let's draw this profile from here to here. So this is another value area low technically here. So what we can do is we can put absorption here, stop here. We tapped into this area. We'll do this, try this one more time. And then we'll target up into this range. Target right around there. And we'll put a stop. This will be our last trade right here. Because if we break below here, then and we're getting aggressive sells, so we'll see if it holds up. But you can see right here, I pulled it to here. And technically, let's just remove this real quick. I just want to kind of get an idea. This one right here. So technically we didn't quite hit it, but we got close. And what I can do here is once we get above here, I can protect myself at the aggressive sells. We can try two positions here. This is a small stop right below the value area low. And you can see it's divergent here on a crucial area, the value area low. We have here to here, so volume kind of working in our favor a little bit in terms of overall CVD, but we'll see. We'll see if the sellers continue to push heavier or they get absorbed down here like we were seeing a little bit. Because it might come down to this value area low. This might be the area. But we are seeing absorption happening in this area, so. We'll have to wait and see. These are the longs you're going to want to take it off of as value area low. I had not the greatest trading this morning. It was a lot of chop, and I kind of got caught into it, and then I had a bias, and then I didn't change bias quick enough. That's one of the issues I've been having recently, is just switching my bias early. And if it disrespects a certain area, you just transition to shorts. So what we can do here is this will be our protection area once we right in this area. If we break back above this, this will be a solid long entry point too, because you can gap fill all the way up to here. We'll see if we can close above this big buy bubble. Because you had aggressive orders here, aggressive orders all along here. Smaller, 100, 80, 100. Yeah, we had like 300 orders down here at this area. And if we close above this, we can kind of protect ourselves early. What I'm going to do here now is we hope this move can continue. So what we'll do is since we close, if we close above that with a candle close, then I can protect myself at break even at least. And this has to close above here, above this area here. So, and if it does, then cool. We move to break even. If it can't, then I'll keep my stop down here, which is what we're looking at right now. So we didn't close above there, so We hold our stop there, a small stop, $235. So if it continues to aggressively sell, we'll just exit the position and yeah, reset. Right below this bubble. But if they do fail to break this and we break above this with a candle closure, then we should be good. If not, we take the small $230 loss. We'll be down 600, and then we can kind of recuperate. And there'll be one more possible entry right here at this value area low. I kind of readjusted it. This value area low was, I should have waited because I had it pulled over here. Oop. And I thought that hit right there, but if you look at the bottom of the candle wick, it's right there. And this is the area where it's underneath my stop. So I should have waited for that area to get touched before we engage in longs and see absorption happening in that area. I did see absorption happening right above it, so that's always not a bad thing, but waiting for this area to get tapped into would be a better entry and a smarter entry for sure. Because now it's going to take me maybe a second bullet here if this fails, possibly to enter here, possibly. But you are seeing strong absorption in this area. That's why I have my stop below there. Right out the bat, near the value area low. And if you were to pull over this to the recent swing, value area low is up here where there was aggressive buying. So this is the last area where they will protect. The thing I don't like is, yeah, this is CVD's growing downward, so we were seeing steady climb, but now we're starting to see a drop off and sellers starting to apply pressure on the selling, so just have to wait and see. I should have waited for this value area low to get touched, which we're getting touched right now. All right, so we're down 6. What I'll do is since this got touched here, I'm gonna place a buy order right here. This will be the last area, whether this works out or not. And then our stop loss will go below here. Our take profit, we're down 600, so we'll try to make at least 16. We'll go up to this area right here. There we get one buy below there. That's a really good sign right there. Aggressive buying. We got to see if it falls through above here. Once we close back above this area, then it could be really good signal. Again, I wanted to take a short off of here. I missed this because I had someone come visit my house and missed that whole short. I wouldn't even be involved in this at this point, but the next potential play is along here off the value area low for this little range. And you're getting more aggression here, a bunch of buying. So if we close back above here, I'll be solid. If not, This would be my last trade of the day. It would be kind of a short stream, but if this doesn't hit, then I'm down $900. So I'll call on that one. It'll just be a bad day. But there it is, strong buying. CVD's growing with it too, which is a good thing right here. We have strong buying here, strong buying here again. So they definitely absorbed on this candle here in the value low. So they are trying to push this. As long as we can see a push above and buyers win the auction, then we'd probably be okay. Let's see the daily volume profile. The POC is right here, so we could see it go to the POC. This could be a possible exit point. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see if it is or not. And sellers are flushing again. And there it is. I'm going to get taken out here. Most likely get stopped out here at the bottom. So we'll see. I'm still in it. I think I protected myself in a good area right below the volume node. And then, yeah, just climbs back above and closes above. And that was pure absorption there, which is a fantastic thing to see. Look at my stop. It's like in the perfect spot. And we get more aggressive selling. So not a good thing. If we can see absorption again happen here, then we'll be okay. But I don't like this. There's tons of selling here. Buying, holding up a little bit, but sellers still winning the auctions. They're pushing below these aggressive buys. So if this is the case, I'll take this loss in this account, and then we can kind of call it a day at that point. And it's about to take us out. It's right below this area, which is right technically in a low volume node for this range, if you want to say. And here we go. It's gonna get the flush. Yep. So we broke the value area low for this range. Yeah, it's just kind of an unfortunate day, and this could just stop me right there and then continue to go back up. But this area right here, we have low volume node. We have this closure above absorption. We got a sell right here. Yeah, it's not gonna work out. We should just take the sells at this point. This would be the only area if right here. Tapping this area. Last trade. This is it. I'm only risking $200, so we can go all the way. 1100. We might even go all the way to here. It's this area right here. That'd be 1,000. It's been a rough day. I should have went. I was just wanted to go short, but I missed this whole opportunity up here. So yeah, it's just rough. There's definitely buyers here. Yeah. I just want to see if it closes above. If it starts to close, if I start to see it close or above, then I can start eliminating some losses on this account. All right, we're trying to see aggressive buying come up in this area. If we can see CBD follow through and then we get aggression with it, we'll probably be all right. If we close back above this, I can move my stop to break even. If we can't, then might be in trouble. We're pushing this area of buys that failed last time, so if we can push above that, then let's close above that. If we can close above that, then we should be able to close above that. Yeah, I don't want to risk this point. We have failed to close above this area, and that's not a good thing for buyers because buyers have attempted to aggressively buy. They try it one more time, then we might be okay, but I'm just going to move my stop to break even since it's a failed attempt. And at this point, I'll just sit it out if it comes back to break me even. Then we could possibly have a re-entry somewhere, maybe better if it does. If it does to end up breaking above it, then I'll probably be good. I could probably trail my stop a little heavier, and then we can recover some of the losses here. Because you have aggressive sells that got eaten up here, and now we're closing above. Okay, this is good. Then this will be the area where hopefully we can push above. It's a crucial area. If we push above that, then the buyers could gain a little bit of steam up here to the point of control. And then we could go somewhere like this where we exit here. So has to break this area right here where all these aggressive buyers did, because that's where sellers absorbed last to bring this further. So this is our resistance, as you would say. on the smallest time frame. And they have yet to break that, so not enough from the buyers yet. We'll see if it tests it one more time. We're getting some strong buying here now. So what we can do is if we break above this area, we can put our stop below here, recover a little bit of losses. If we close above it, we can move right here, recover about 180. But we got to see it close above. And sellers are pounding the sells. If we get as much cushion before 12, it just comes up to like this area before 12, then what I could do is I can move my take profit up and then we could trail it hard. If we can't, if we see this close back below here and I get broken even, then we're going to probably see a flush to the bottom. We'll probably see it come below here. Right below this area. Yep. We'll see if buying has any sort of potential push here at the bottom. There's some reaction. A little bit, not a lot, but there's some. Because you're going to see a lot of sellers trying to jump on this thinking this is going to go further, and I think they're going to try to respect this value area low. We'll see if it breaks back above this value area low, then this will be solid because you have a bunch of attempted sells and they have failed, and buying is starting to win a little bit more here. Now, if we break and it closes below these sells, then yeah, selling is going to continue all the way down to the bottom. Then it could be possibly take a little scalp to the bottom on the short side, but as of right now, we just hold. I mean, we're break even, so we're kind of perfectly underneath that where buying is holding up. So as long as they continue to move upwards, then we'll be okay. And I'm assuming they'll probably go to the POC. That's where the most volume's been traded at. It's either this area or right around this area right here. Once we close by this, we might go even higher. And then we could trade from value area low to value area high here. So we could go from this range to this range. And that's where you could have a take profit. But if we fail here, like this is what we're seeing, then shorts are going to win all the way to the bottom. Yep. They're attempting to fail. This is going to fail, break. If not, we're going to hold up one more time. And sellers might, just might get absorbed on here. If not, they break, then we're going to get a clean flush down to the bottom. It is teeter-tottering on my freaking where my entry is. That's crazy. I had the perfect entry point, and I protected myself early, which is good, especially on a day like this where I missed a short up here where someone came and visited me and I already had it marked out. And the reason it being is because I'll show you. Let's go on to 5. This might stop me out, but you have this to this. We're going to 1. You had this area right here. And this was the short I was looking at. So just say go from here to there. You had this break and retest of the value low right here. Turn that off right here in this area. I had this area marked out for shorts. What happened? We went up there, tested it, we got aggressive buying, and then got absorbed. So I broke even, and that is okay. Sellers are CVD starting to climb down, so we could take a sell order here. Or we can take a buy limit order here above here. And hopefully this pushes us up higher. If not, we take a sell limit below here, a sell stop right below here. Bunch of aggressive sells, bunch of aggressive buys. So we'll exit this out right here. We'll go here. And the point of control is somewhere, value high somewhere right around here, where we go from here to here. Yeah. Sorry, where the value highest. So we can go up there, or we can go to the point of control here. So this is another area we can take profit. And then what we can do is we can protect ourselves. If we close back above, we can protect ourselves early again, and hopefully catch a a little bit of scalp to the top side. So once we break back above here, protect ourselves underneath here. I don't like this because it's failing the top again, so I'm just going to move to break even one more time. As we're getting failed by auction up top. And then break even one more time. Okay, so this is not good for buyers. What we can do is we can throw a sell stop right below here. We had absorption up here. And we could take a scalp to the bottom of the day. We could do a small little right where buyers were last, so we can go there, $500. Just try to do like a because we should see this start to flush at the bottom. And here goes the sells. Excuse me. Let me put it underneath there. That's the failed sell candle. We are getting buyers aggressively buying down here again. And what I could do here is well into this, and then we can move our stop to break even once we close below this. There it is. We can move to break even at this point early. Because this fails, then it fails. And if we get strong buying, then we could reverse our position. But as of right now, buying is CVD's kicking back up, and we're about to hit 12, so this actually is probably going to spike us out. You're going to see some volume kick in here. Yep, here it is, 12 o'clock. You're going to see the volume start to move either down or up. And if we close back below here, we'll be solid. If not, if we close back above here, we should see the move higher. And then stop loss, we'll just go right below here. The more upside is definitely the upside right now because there's more range to move into. And we'll see how far we can go up, maybe up to here. Just maybe. And if we break back above here, we'll be solid. Then what we could do here is we can protect ourselves once we close back above this. But there was definitely a heavy absorption there on the sellers, or on the buyers were absorbing that area. So my risk is here at this point, 250. And then we got to close above this area right here where this last failed auction did. We'll see if buyers push that today. And it doesn't look like buyers are willing to pay a higher price still. And the thing is, I don't like the CVD is definitely divergent as we came down to here. We are gotten close, so if I lose this trade, I'll be done. I don't want to risk anymore at this point. It hasn't been a good day, and I missed that short at the top, and someone came down, so it just was. Ooh, we're getting some aggressive buying there. I don't think it's gonna be enough, but maybe we hold up this area. Maybe they did hold this area, and maybe we do see a push higher. Just maybe. Nah, they're gonna flush it. Oh, another big buy order. Maybe we put our stop below here. Right below here. Getting a bunch of heavy aggressive selling again. Sellers want to bring this down to the low of the day. They're definitely pushing to bring this low of the day. This is basically buyer's last stand here. Custard's last stand. Yeah, we'll see. All right, we're getting a nice strong push, which is good. We need that aggressive push to the upside into the 715 area, and then I can move my stop. That's if we end up pushing up. But they did protect this area down here, so I could move my stop even lower, right around here. Even higher, I should say, sorry. And then hopefully we can get up to POC, maybe even higher. But we're getting still aggressive selling coming on. So I have to wait and see right here. If the aggressive sells fail, then we'll probably be in good hands. If not, well. And it looks like the buyers still can't push. Sellers are still forcing price downwards, so they're going to have to hold this area and push up into the 715 area if we want to see a strong move to the upside. And definitely the pressure's on the downside for sure. Because they really push into the pushes to the low again. Yep, most likely going to stop me out. They're still defending it, so I have a perfect spot stop loss at this point, so I don't mind either way. I've held a good stop loss at this point, like where if buyers fail, then they're going to get aggressive sells going down below. And sellers finally look like they're punching through. Still forcing it. Buyers still holding. What are we going to see, folks? And they punch through. Okay. That's it for me on that account. Not a good day. Ended up losing on both counts. So we come back tomorrow, trade it again. This is part of the game. It happens. I originally missed a short, already marked out. I had this area marked out well before. Buyer low, and we retest it and we go down. So unfortunately, yeah, unfortunately that was the way it was. You had strong buying here that failed, so yeah. That's it for me today, guys, though. We'll come back tomorrow. Come back strong.